Hi, Filmatics. Welcome to the show. Thanks for tuning in today. Today, we have a very special guest, Fenderico. He's an award winning writer, director, actor, and producer who recently won the International Vincenzo Crocetti Award, known for his past work in theater and shorts made in Italy and London, and his most recent work, Hey You, is a short film he has written, directed, produced, and acted in, which is now on Prime Video in the USA, UK, and Germany. Al, welcome to the show.
Thank you very much for having me here, Mallie. Thank you very much. Really appreciate it.
Yeah, and Al is coming, we're all the way from Naples, Italy.
Yes, exactly. I'm here from Naples, Italy, and so I'm Neapolitan, I'm Italian. So there is much as I could say.
So ciao, come stai? Vai bene?
Tutto bene, grazie. E tu?
And tutto bene. And my mother is in Naples, Italy right now as well. So yeah. And all my
we can say hi to her.
Yeah, she's gonna be like, come to dinner. Oh.
I will one day, I promise.
Yeah, and my cousins are there. Ciro Jabota, photographer. So yeah, the whole clan is there, and it's the red zone. So I'm really just hoping that you guys are safe out there. Yeah. So
we are.
Yeah, I'm so happy that you're on our Filmatic show today. And I wanted to know, growing up, what was one of your favorite films?
So my favorite movie when I was growing up was, and still is Hook, the movie directed by Steven Spielberg, and in this movie was starring Robbie Williams, which actually is my favorite actor, which unfortunately he passed away a few years ago, and so it is my favorite movie. That is because it does touch ourselves, so our child that we have inside in ourselves, and so that is why it is my favorite movie.
Oh yes, Captain Hook. Now I have to tell you, we have so many similar things. Like I'm a writer director out LA. You're from Naples, Italy. I was born there. And guess on my kids' podcast, Enchanting Book Readings. Guess what? One of my favorite books that I read, Captain Hook.
Oh wow!
Yeah, so
that is amazing.
Yeah. And so, we know that you're an actor and also you direct. So, who's some of your favorite directors? And can you tell us about some of your favorite film shots?
So one of my favorite the favorite director is Steven Spielberg. Not only because he has done many movies, many franchises, as we all know, but just because the way he used the camera, the way he works with the actors, and so that is why I'm really inspired by his work. And for example, by saying that one of my favorite film shots, for example, in The Hook, in this case, it's in this scene is basically when we got all the children on the table, around the table, and there is Robbie Williams over there at the table with them, with the children, and they are trying to eat together or even pretending to eat together some food. And then there is this line in which Peter Pan says, there is nothing in here. And then Trilly answers by saying, use your own imagination. And so there is actually a scene that really touches me the most in this case. And so but there are many actually. There are many in the movie that really touch me a lot.
Yeah, and that's so powerful. Everyone's eating, but they're not eating anything. But if you use your imagination, maybe you can actually taste it. That is just so powerful and really beautiful. So yes. And so I heard that if you could be an actor and play play a film in a Marvel movie, what would you play?
In a Marvel movie, uh, that is actually a big good question. So I always been a fan of Marvel movies, and there are a few characters that actually I would love to play. But as I know, I'm Italian, so basically my accent is going to be kind of a challenge, to achieve that goal. But who knows in life anyway. I would love to play, for example, Johnny Storm in the Fantastic Four, or even Thor or Captain America. I'm really a fan of these characters because they all give me inspiration by reading comic books, which I did when I was younger and still do actually. They actually give me that inspiration to be a superhero that I would like so much to be.
Yeah, great. And then, so can you tell us about how you were doing your theater shows in Naples, Italy, called the Small Enchanting Kingdom? Can you tell us?
Yes, so basically, the Small Enchanting Kingdom was a show that I did 3 years ago, and we shot actually we did it in the History Center of Naples, in downtown. And when we start playing in the show, which is a pantomime, in which children, so a group of children, they come into the show and they follow the storyline. So basically, there is a road in which there are all the characters of fairy tales that are around this road, and so the children, they follow the line and they go in by being followed by these characters and obviously hearing their stories in order to find what is the aim of the show at the end, that is going to be shown at the end of the show. And me, for example, I was playing the wolf in that show, and I got also the chance to be the first cover of Peter Pan, which is basically my favorite character.
Nice. And you also got to play Jimmy the pig when an actor was sick. So you got to play a lot of animals there. The wolf, the Jimmy the pig, and Peter Pan. That's amazing. And improvising and pantomiming. We had Fern Champion on here and who did 90210, discovered Cameron Diaz, and she said improvisation is amazing skill for actors to have. So great job. And so I wanted to, you to share with our film addicts listening today. How did you start your career as actor, and then went on to write, direct, and pursue directing and producing these amazing short films that won all kind of awards for you?
So I started when I was 18-year-old, and as an actor. And so the funny thing was that basically I didn't like a theater before doing it, and I was really young, I would say. So basically, I was immature at the time, so I didn't know actually what theater was in that case. But on the other hand, when I got the chance to play a role in that in theater, in amateur theater, while I was in high school, I fell in love by being with my feet on stage. And so because the curtain opens, and then I felt like something weird in myself, and then I thought it was a fire inside, and then it's time by time it became to spread. And so after that, basically, I started studying acting fully in drama school, which have been here in Italy, in Canada, in UK, and then 3 years ago, well, basically after 5-7 years that I've done acting, I moved into writing as well. I
So he's talking about how he started as an actor in theater. He was playing Peter Pan, and then they said that he was too fat to play the character, which is terrible. But he played the wolf, and then he got to play Peter Pan. And so, yeah, I was telling the audience like how you were, coming up from acting, and then you started writing and directing, producing your first short. So, can you tell me about your first short? You said it was a short about 20 minutes, and it's a war story, right?
Yes, exactly. So this short film, which is called An Ordinary Day, I was playing this character called Alfredo, and he was basically suffering from a post-traumatic experience after war. So he came back from the war. He started having like some issues with his partner at the house. So and actually, which I'm actually very attached to the short because to the story actually because he it really it does really touch all of us in a way that I've got so much respect to the soldiers and so to the army that serve their countries because of that because I understand like the suffering the pain they go through during the war and because of that I to be in character for example because I am a method actor which I use the Stanislavski and Strasberg methods at the same time. I went to see the actual footage of some wars that were happening at the time in Iraq, and for me it was so weird and so insane what I watched at the time, and so I really felt them in that place, and so that is why I've got so much respect about these people.
Yeah, soldiers in war. Yes, and thank you for all the servicemen and women who serve, countries, because it is very stressful. Like you said, so you wrote this beautiful drama and moving piece about the soldier who came from war that had post traumatic stress disorder, and I just really love that you wrote something so complicated and beautiful and haunting. And so so while you guys have been in lockdown because Italy have a very very serious lockdown. So can you tell us how it's affected? Like you can't go to your favorite bar or restaurants or football games. Can you tell us how it is in Italy out there?
Well, we are so much locked down that basically I forgot the time I was out with my friends. And so I would say
So we're recording live from Italy. So the internet just went out a little bit there, but he's in Italy and he said it's my mom is in Naples, Italy, and it's the red zone. It's very hot, but everything's shut down. Like my mom said she's even scared to go downstairs and walk the dog. She's older, and some of the older people in the villages, it's just very stressful to even, just walk to their neighbor's house or their family members. And so it's just, most of them have little tiny apartments and little small places. So, was there a favorite restaurant that you went to that you missed? You missed that's closed now or anything?
I'm still able to go to the restaurant in a way, which is pretty close to my house. But just to get the pizzas, for example, and then like as delivery, I'll bring it to my house. So just not forget how what the taste of a pizza is. You know, so that is why I go out sometimes when I can, and I go to see my friends at the restaurant as well and to make some conversation just to make even them enjoying this time in lockdown because at the end of the day we are all in lockdown.
Yes, yes. And so I wanted to know, so while COVID closed everything and with everyone's in home, I wondered how COVID has affected your art this year.
It's actually an interesting question, this one. That is because I always felt that us as creative, as artists, and also in the pandemic, basically, we can still work it out in ourselves what we want to do. So we can still, so we can not rely, for example, in doing not only other stuff, but for example, me that I write, that I direct, obviously I can't direct because I haven't, for example, the material to do so, but I've got the ability, for example, to write and to read plays to read, to recheck some writing that I've done for other projects, and so to plan even that. So even for a producer wise, or even a director in this case, you can actually pre-plan the project in order to make it happen when the lockdown finishes, you know? And so in my case, for my luck, I haven't been very much stuck with work, so I've been able to work with myself, with my skills, read more, write more, and actually right now I'm developing a TV series at the moment. So yeah.
Great. So, so you can tell us about your film, your other film, like your Hey You. Can you tell us about your two films so that the audience can go and look it up on Amazon? So, can you tell us about your two films?
Yes, sure. My first short film that I direct, write, written, and produced, nothing like all together basically. It's called The EU, and it is right now on Prime Video, US, UK, and Germany, and it's actually going pretty well. And it is an Italian short film which is based at some point with two facts that actually happened to me. And then it's also about there's a genre, is a drama and comedy short film in which there are two guys in which one has been more lucky than another in life, but the other guy that has been not very much lucky instead of the other try to find a way to escape that that sort of reality in which he is. But in order to do so, he must change himself, you know. And so the other guy helps him to do so. And so there is like a conversation, an inner conversation between even themselves to get to know better each other. And so at the end, we see that the circle of life comes back together at the end. So it's actually interesting fact that I look at, because with the true facts that happened to me, I've tried to find the right connection between all of these characters all together, and in order to make the project.
Oh, great! So it's called Hey Two or Hey You, and that short is on Prime Video USA, also in UK and Germany. And then your other movie, can you tell us the name of it as well that won the awards too?
Yes. So basically, this short film, the AU one, has won in LA at the Top Shorts Online Film Festival, and he won the honorable mention as screenplay and honorable mention as a inspirational film. At the same time, lately I won 3 awards here in Italy in one of the most ambitious festivals here, which is the International Vincenzo Crociti Award, and I won the Best Emergent Actor, Director, and Screenwriter, all 3 together, and I've been like so honored to receive them at fair, which is my first experience in having that.
Yeah, congratulations on that. Bravo.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much. And instead, with another short film, which is called The Italian Alphabet in English, and in Italian is Alfabeto Italiano. It is actually right now streaming on Reveal Movies, which is a new digital streaming platform available worldwide. And it was the first finalist in LA as well, and then he went on like with to other festivals in Italy and also elsewhere.
So that was Alfabeto Italiano, the Italian name of the short. So
yes.
The Italian alphabet, and that's streaming on Revel Movies, which is REVEEL, Revel Movies. So amazing work. I'm just, I can just see you as, I can't wait till you come make movies out here. We're going to have to meet, have some espresso, have some pizza, or if I'm able to visit my mom in Italy, we'll have to have some pizza and espresso in Italy and Naples. But I just wanted to thank you so much for being a guest today, all the way from Naples, Italy. And Federico,
Thank you.
can you tell our listeners where they can catch up with you and what you're working on?
Yes, so they can actually see all my social media. For example, myself, Federico, I am on Twitter, Instagram, and Facebook. At the same time, my production company, which is the Make a Wish Film Productions, which is still on Twitter, Facebook, and Instagram. Regarding other projects, right now, as I say, I'm working on a TV series which I'm writing at the moment. I have also already chosen some cast, which is going to be announced very pretty soon, and so on. Yeah, can't wait.
Yeah, so I just want our audience to just know. So the website is alfrederico.wixsite.com, Ma Film Productions, and an ALFENDERICO. So his Instagram, Make a Wish Film Productions, and Al Fenderico. And so just so fabulous to have you on here today. And just it was a pleasure speaking with you, and just can't wait to see your new stuff that's coming out.
Thank you very much for having me. Really appreciate the time to be here at Film Addicts. I'm really addicted now for that.
Yes, and just until next week, we wish all our listeners stay safe and healthy, and thanks for listening.